Hey guys, welcome back to Kumsal Reviews. We're taking a look at MakeToys, their MTRM MakeToys Remaster Series 02N cartoon color version. GunDog, of course, their homage to the Transformers character Hound. This one is in masterpiece scale, and just in case there was any wonder to that, I've actually got Classic Hound next to him. So, taking a look at him. Size, I'm getting about 6.5 inches tall from my view. If I'm wrong, you guys see the ruler, you know the answer. Now, one thing I do like about the MakeToys, their masterpiece scale figures, they're kind of like classics but grown up. You can see here aesthetically, they're really similar. Looking around from the back there. They are configured a bit differently, but yeah, you can definitely see where got some inspiration from aesthetically. Maybe, maybe not. Overall, looks cool. What it comes with in the box is shoulder cannon, two separate guns here. One's for is to be handheld. One is just an attachment piece, you know, for it actually attaches to a shoulder cannon as well as him in cheat mode, gas tank, as well as a tire. Alright, getting some of these weapons attached here. Starts with taking the hood down. We'll go ahead and just slide shoulder cannon in. You can put that back up if you want to. He just holds the other weapon. Has a peg here. You just kind of finagle it in. Forward then around. There we go. And then you can close the fingers right on there. So we already went over that. Fingers move. Alright. Now with the tire, you could choose to peg it either on either of these back pegs right there, or onto his arm. The gas tank, both of the feet have pegs that go upward, so that you could just peg it in right there, like so. Or you could take it and attach to the gun. I just have to remember which way. Right there. And for this piece, it either goes unused or you peg it into the side of the shoulder cannon. And there you have a more beefy, souped up mode. Let you guys see how it looks with the tire on the back there. And there he is. Going over the posability of this guy here. Ball jointed head. Not a lot of up down movement, but side to side, full 360 rotation. The arms, shoulders do swing upwards. Of course, front to back. Bicep swivel. Single jointed bicep. 90 degrees. Wrist swivel. And we already went over the articulated fingers. The waist does swivel. I like that because of the transformation. He does have some ab crunch there. Full rotation in the hips. Because of the armor on the thighs themselves, it doesn't really give him full 90-degree swing, but it at least does it. Thigh swivel. Now, he does have knee bend. The back of his calves are the seats, so you can just bend the seat portion of the seat. And just under 90 degrees. Front and back movement in the feet, as well as ankle tilt. So, just getting him into a bit more of an interesting pose. He's not going to be Iron Man-ing or anything like that anytime soon, but and we can even tilt the camera like a cool guy. And alright, as a bit of an Easter egg, he does have a G1 toy mode. By doing that, to get there, just kind of loosen these guys up, bring them out. From there, this hood section, you'll see it's for the transformation as well. Bring that over. Now from there, these pieces here, there are two flaps that rotate. I believe you rotate these so that they're pointed upwards. See what I'm doing with the shoulders? I'm bringing the shoulders up, bringing those down. So basically, in a roundabout way, you're lowering the shoulders. Alright. Move these back out of the way. Get this put back over. Make sure you make room. Alright. So now you've got the lower shoulders. And we bring these down lower. They actually peg in on the sides. And we'll go over that in the transformation. Don't worry. The arms, just like the transformation, bring them up. And he still has elbow bend there. But there you go. That is the G1 toy mode. And I think it is a neat addition. I'm not a G1 toy collector though, so I don't really have an attachment to it. So it's what it is. Get this guy transformed. Alright, let's go ahead and get this guy transformed. Believe it or not, this one is actually easier than Rover, which wasn't hard at all. So we're just loosening these guys up, making sure they're kind of pointed inwards so that you have space for this hood part to clearance over the head. From there, taking both of the arms, pushing them up. See the forearm meets the elbow there, no bicep. Swing the arms backwards. From there, we're taking the torso, we're extending it up. You don't necessarily need to do this yet, but it's nice to already go ahead and have it live, knocked out. It's kind of a weird rotation. I don't know how to describe it, but basically, there's a peg right here, and there's a peg inside of the tire. So you're taking all of this around, and it's kind of a roundabout fold, or like I said, I don't really know how to describe it, but you have to make that peg in. And that was a guest appearance by my dog, who doesn't like the other dog laying on a couch. That's literally what they get into it. I wish my life was that easy. Alright, so must be a nice couch. I don't really like it. So, is that? Now you've got all that space. What's all that space for? Obviously, the tires need to be where they're at, but now you have room to bring the head down there. The arms. So what we're going to do with the arms, flipping those panels around, same ones that we worked for the G1 mode there. And that brings these arms all the way in. Alright. And this one is a tight fit, but when you bring them around, they should be able to peg in pretty easy. Bring the camera up a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about. That's what you're looking at. From there, rotate. I've got lights flying everywhere. Take the fist so the palms are up. Does that. Now these whole things, you might have to repeg it afterwards, but the arms kind of accordion out. They don't need to be super flat, but that's what you're looking at. Now on the feet, he has panels there that fold out. Fold the panel out. Rotate that upward. Okay. Two flaps, side of the thighs there. With the seats, taking them out, bringing them out. Fold that back, fold it all up, bring it out. So that's what you got there. From there, put this all in. Believe it or not, we are almost done. And with this whole thing extended, this long piece right here, that's what you're going to use to just bring it all in. Now, there are two pegs right there, two pegs right there. There's also pegs on each of these arms that are now flaps that go into these holes right here. So you just want to get it all lined up. And it's not a hard peg. Mine's pegs in pretty soft. So when I get it in, it doesn't like click or pop or feel super tight. But that's what you got from there. Go ahead, rotate those seats back around. They do peg into the forearms there. And from there, this part, this whole thing just, those feet, rotate over. And you also got to bring the bumpers up too. Now for me, I don't know if I just haven't perfected the method yet or what, but every time I bring this over, I end up having to repeg it in. So just tab those back together, tab the bumper back together, you're straight. Make sure it's all brought up tight, etc., etc. My problem is bringing it up around the seat. That's where I get into trouble. So there's that. Now these parts all peg in. Where they peg in, right here there's a hole, and then there's a tab in this flap here. So bringing that around, I use that as a guide. There we go. That's one side. There we go. And that's, I do like that this has an almost excessive amount of peg areas. It makes sure that you've got everything locked and tight. Right. From there, you just readjust these pieces here. Make sure the steering wheel is out of the way. That'd help. And two pegs right here, two pegs under the windshield. So you want those lined up, if I can bring that around correctly. Oh, this has to come down. That's why it wasn't long enough. But from there, it's hard because I've got to look at it and I'm trying to do it on camera. There we go. Gotta push it down there. Bring that steering wheel around. Now the last part is going to be getting these headlights right. It's just on a swivel piece. There are female pegs on the sides here, and if you look at it you can see by the wheel where it's supposed to peg in. So just bring it down, make sure it pegs in. Bring it down, make sure it pegs in. There you go. That's the alt mode. Now getting these weapons attached. This weapon here, turn the handle around, peg it in on that side. This pegs in on that side. This part attaches. Now this, I forgot, pegs out, or swings out while I bring everything back, but it's my bad. I should have done that first. Boom, boom. So, got to bring the bumper up. There's that. Tire also pegs in. So pick your side, but gas tank, and you've got a tire, and boom. I think this is an extremely clean auto. Zoom in some. And it's just my bias. I like the cartoon color and decaling. A lot of people prefer the G1 toy version with the 2 stars, the flaky chrome-ish paint job, things like that. So definitely respect it for what it's worth. It's not my style. Sure, those seats are straight. But overall, pretty cool. All rubber tires, even the spare tire here is rubber. They all roll well. I dig it. I really do. You guys see it from the back again? And again, this has been MakeToys. Their MTRN02 in the cartoon color version of GunDog. Order yours, tfsource.com. Links in the description directly to the product. And of course, click the info button. Check out the pictorial review on kumastyle.com. Thank you guys very much. Let me know what you think. See you next review.